Recording. So hello everyone and welcome to our whole team winning May the 5th 2020 call with the amazing Kelly Ann, who's just got National Marketing Director. So before we get started with the really interesting stuff, I want to say congratulations, amazing, well done. And then I just wondered if you'd share with everyone on the call a little bit about your story from the beginning to NMD. Just, it can be a shortened version. Just we want to know who you were before and why you're here.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you so much for having me. Hey everybody, and thanks so much for tuning in. I'm really grateful I'm on the call. Feels really weird. I actually I don't know, I don't know whether it's sank in yet that I'm NMD, because obviously I'm only NMD a few days. It's really weird that I'm on this call. I listen to so many inspiring women on this call. So yeah, for anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Kelly Ann Flynn. I'm in the Juice Plus business just actually 4 years. And before Juice Plus, I was in community in the car. I did car work. And I was working about 64 to 80 hours a week. Now, I'll not bore you with the details, but, I had a lot of jobs over my life. I did every job under the sun. And for me, I was always I was always ambitious. I was always driven. And when, I was introduced to a Juice Plus business, I seen right away, I seen the vision right away. And I was like, I can really do this. I can do something with this. My journey to senior partner, which was senior direct distributor then, was pretty quickly, and I did that while I was still car work. And I think I only left the car work just over a year ago. So I went up 5 promotions while I was still doing the car work. And the reason why I joined was it made perfect sense for me. As I say, I did so many other jobs before. I'd been in traditional business, I'd worked in cafes, I'd worked in bars, I'd worked in an insurance company. I'd literally did everything. And the fact that you could run this business from your mobile phone, to me, was an absolute no-brainer. So I just ran with it, and I loved the fact that you'd no boss, you'd no alarm. That was a massive attraction for me. Then obviously everything that I got with it, the community of girls that I met, the friendships that you build, was absolutely mind-blowing. And the first couple of years, within Juice Plus was, you grow, as we speak all the time, you literally grow as, you earn as you learn, and you're learning, you grow into all these different types of people on the way. First of all, you may come in, not so confident. And for me, I come in and I was like, all guns blazing, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But really, I wasn't ready to do, I wasn't ready to be in the position that I'm in now. And that's what I think this company really does for you. It helps you grow so much as a person. I went to QNMD 2 years ago. Somebody actually told me that this is how scatterbrained I am, honest to God. I went QNMD 2 years, literally, 2 years ago, and I thought at the time, oh my God, yeah, I'm going to do NMD. NMD is going to be, I'm going to get that in the next 3 months. And the difference, from me then to the Kelly Ann now is completely and utterly different. But I think when you really respect your journey and you enjoy every minute of the journey, which I have did from minute one, we have had so much fun. I have loved every single minute of it that's got me here, and every single person that has been in contact with me through my journey, has helped me get here. And I think that's a really important thing as well, to really enjoy your journey, no matter what position you're in now, to enjoy it and know where you're going. The end goal was always NMD, and obviously it's only the starting goal. It's only the start of it. But it's sort of that pinnacle position where you sort of go, right, okay, this is it now, we can massively move forward. And I suppose it is a confidence booster as well when you get to NMD. But it's definitely a journey. I don't know whether that's answered all
No,
your questions.
it's brilliant. It has been such a journey, and I remember you going Q, and I remember doing an event and some of your girls speaking on one of our panels, and the team unity between you lot is amazing. Like, you've got some amazing women and with really mega stories. So yeah, it's been amazing to watch it, and yeah, NMD, here you are. So let's talk about some of the basics, if that's all right. So obviously the fundamental part of our business is customers, right? So what would your, like, how do you recruit customers? What would your top tips be about getting new customers?
Yeah, of course. Well, so, you know, you touched on that whenever, you know, I was QNMD, and when we went together as a QNMD business, you know, I was always very customer driven. I was always a customer driven distributor myself. I was on the accusation board quite a lot, and for the first year of my business in JP, pardon me, I was very customer based. I didn't really recruit until I was in JP for about 16 months, and I don't know why, but that's obviously I wasn't ready as a person. So there was a couple, like I had maybe the odd one here and the odd one there. But I didn't really get into recruiting mode until after 16 months. So I've always been very, very customer focused, and I would like to think that I have duplicated that throughout my team. And I think it's really important that, you know, you are a product of the product, and that you are getting the product out there. We do have an amazing health product, and it's just about sharing. It's about looking after your customers. And you know, the main tip for me is whenever I always felt this, you know, even going back to when I was a QNMD. Now I'm actually going back to when I had a really active team. I haven't had an active team until January of this year. You know, I literally like a brand new team. I had a handful of girls that were still active in my team from last year, but I didn't really have many active distributors from, I'd say, last September. So it was really, really rebuilding. But always, whenever like I've brought any new distributors in, it's always been very, very customer focused. Get to the DD, which is now the Partner Plus, get to the direct distributor, get to Partner Plus as quickly as you can, because they're going to get you the best testimonials. They're going to get you the before and afters, and they're going to show your wall that you're not just selling something. And I always share to the girls that, you know, although we have an amazing health product, we are helping people. And when you get into the mindset that you're helping so many people, then you will really, really want to shout it from the rooftops. And that's definitely where I'm at, and that's definitely where I, you know, try and filter that through my team, that I am so passionate about our products that it's, you know, I just feel that everyone should be on them, and the same for the business. Now I've actually brought that right over into the business where I probably didn't have that, Emma. You know, I was always really, really like passionate. No matter who I spoke to about the products, and I can help you, and you know, they're natural, they're bioavailable, and knowing the product is so, so important. You know, knowing what the products do for you, and coming away that you're selling something, coming away from that mindset that you're actually changing somebody's life. You're recommending something that can change someone's, that's maybe had acne, that's maybe had psoriasis. You're changing their life, because if they feel more confident, then that's exactly what you're doing. You're changing that person, where they're maybe able to go into their friends without, you know, shying away and blah, blah, blah. And that's literally what you're doing. So for me, the transition for me from customers has literally went like that over to the business. And I suppose my confidence has grew as well when your business, you know, I was very close to NMD early part of last year, and then my business took a massive dip. And it just started to dip and dip and dip and dip. And for me, then the customer, the way I felt passionate about the customers, and the way I felt about the products has literally just, I feel the exact same about the business. Why would we not give everybody this opportunity? Why would we want to be in the same position that we were a year ago? Why would we not say that to Mary Lou, Lucy, or what is the worst that they're going to say? They're going to say no. And if you get 100 no's, you're way closer to the yes. So I think, you know, not even I think, you know, you grow a lot with your mindset with this, with this job and with this role. There's so much self-doubt that we have day in daily. I mean, you've self-doubt, you've people telling you it's crap, you've people saying this, you've people saying that. And then you have your own inner voice that continuously tells you you're not good enough, you can't go here, you can't do that, you know. And I probably had that blockage for such a long time. I was in QNMD for 2 years, and of course I felt, you know, oh my God, am I ever going to be NMD? Of course I did. Everyone is in that position. Everyone is in that position. But I think when you work on yourself and you always hold on to that true belief, I always knew it was going to happen. You know, I always knew that NMD was going to happen, but I suppose I never give myself a final date. You know, and I know I've went from customers onto the business, but I hope that's explained. You know, I've always had that love of bringing someone in, getting into the, you know, the way I explain it to my girls is, you know, your mummy, your sister, your best friend, and your auntie, done. Okay, that's it, done. We had a couple of girls that went direct distributor within an hour. I think I've had 3 of those, you know, because that's you, when you run with that passion and you run with that excitement, there is no real slow process. It's only really slow if you want it to go slow. And we're all in this journey together, and I respect everyone's journey. If you want to go slow, that is brilliant. You know, that's totally up to you. But if you really want this to work, you get in, you fly through those couple of promotions, and then you will get the hunger quicker. That's my philosophy. That's what I think. And that's what's always sort of worked with me. When I had my QNMD girls, you know, they come in and they got senior partner really, really quickly as well. There was a few of them. And then this time it was in multiple numbers. It was like, oh my God, every single person that got us together as an NMD business. I didn't know these girls 2 months ago. I didn't know one of them. The majority of these girls are in my business 9 weeks, 8 weeks, 7 weeks, and 6 weeks. It is absolutely crazy what they have come in and smashed this completely out of the park. And they have literally just did duplication, 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 duplication. It's been nothing that I've ever seen. I've been so excited. So although it's been a brilliant, you know, it's brilliant for me. Obviously, we are a team, and I wouldn't have got there only because of these girls, these exciting girls going, right, show me how, show me how, show me what to do. Oh my God, how do I get that next? How do I get that real excitement? Yes, I want to get myself healthy. Oh my God, and I earn money with that as well. It's just that excitement that literally makes me jump out of bed in the morning. And I will just so grateful that I have that. And I'm so grateful that I have the girls that I have in our team at the moment. It makes me so happy. And I was always, and I promise it would cry, like I always knew the national marketing director was going to happen. I always knew it was going to happen, as does everyone know that it's going to happen for them. And sometimes you will have self-doubt, but just know that them diamonds are there, and just keep on going and say to yourself, right, I am going to help so many girls with this business. I'm going to help so many girls with this opportunity. And you will get knocks, but it's up to you to pick yourself up again and say, these diamonds are there, these girls are there that need this opportunity. You know, what situation have you been in? What has this business did for you before you were in this business, and what is it doing for you now, and what is it going to do for you going forward? The benefits are endless. The dreams are endless. And I have never felt as excited about the future, because there's so many girls in my team right now that I know, oh my God, like they are just going to be NMDs. So, you know, it's like a whole team. I'm like, girls, every single one of you. The other day when we were speaking, I was like, every single one of you can be NMD. We have been hit with a massive pandemic. And at this moment in time, there is more people now thinking of their health than they ever did. You know, there's more people now thinking of the future, the uncertainty. This is the time. This is the time to strike while the iron's hot. This is the time to really make your decision with conviction and say, do you know what? I'm going to go all out. And, you know, for me, that's exactly what I did. And that's what I'm going to filter through, because yes, it is amazing getting the NMD, but the price and the glory and the excitement comes from helping change other girls' lives. And that's what gives you the goosebumps. That's what gives you the excitement. That's what gives you the jump out of bed. People ask me, my family has asked me, you know, why would you do that? You know, why would you do this when I had a £700 wage in January? And my family were saying, what are you doing? You know, you can do this, you can do that. And this is something that I haven't shared. And I had all those knocks. And I was like, I know that I can do this. I know that I can improve this business. I know that I can improve everything, like my own financial situation. I'm sorry, I really didn't expect to cry like this. I'm sorry. And I could have really put it out then. And I had a wage of £700. And I went, I gotta make this better. I gotta make this better. I thought, well, two choices here. I can either finish here and come as a failure, or I can help so many other women see the dream and the vision that I see. And I just chose right there and then that I was just walking about going, I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I know I'm going to bump into the right type of person that's just going to want to run with this with me. And that's exactly what happened.
Jesus. You made me so emotional. But I think from the way that you've explained it, first of all, you made a decision. You've been talking about it for so long, but in January you made a decision, and like Jeff says, desperation or inspiration. And something that drove me from the beginning of my business was proving everyone wrong. And I didn't realize until about 5 years into my business, that was my why. My why was I was going to prove everyone wrong, and it was the strongest why in the world. And I feel like that's maybe been yours over the last few months, proving it to yourself, proving it to your the doubts in your own head, maybe more than anything else. So, you know, it's an even bigger achievement. But also about the pandemic right now, and it's funny, some of the things you said, I literally said on a call to one of my team about an hour and a half ago. We've never been in such a perfect situation for our business. And even though the pandemic is an awful situation, not everything in an awful situation has to be bad. We can help people in two different ways, right? We help them get healthy, we help them get wealthy. And there's people that are in a situation where they are desperate, they're going to lose their house, their husbands have lost their whatever. So we're in a great position to be able to help people. So once you take it out of your own head and put it into, actually, this isn't about me. It doesn't matter what people think of me. I'm helping someone else. It makes the business a lot more simple, because the no's are no longer personal. There are not yet one step closer to a yes, which is exactly what you said.
And what you say, you know, about, pardon me, a decision. I said this on the pajama party. In January, it was a decision for me to make it work. It definitely was. I was like, because I think January was probably a lot of time, you know, where I had a lot of doubt. And I sort of had to, you know, say to myself, right, are you going to run with this? So I made a decision, right, 2020, I'm going to improve. But then fast forward a couple of months, I had brought in March, I brought my volume up from, I think it was 8,800, and I brought it up to 17. And I remember sitting on the salary, which is only 5 weeks ago now, and I was really happy that I had improved. I'd brought it up so many £1,000, but I also had a real conversation with myself, and I said, right, okay, if you, and I brought a couple of new girls, I think it brought like 3, Michelle, Julianne, and Josephine. Josephine had brought 3 new frontline in, and I just said to myself, right, okay, if I can bring that up £8,000, and this was literally the conversation I had with myself, and I went, if I can bring that up £8,000, and I will say, I was talking to a gorgeous girl who inspires me all the time, and I was sitting over there, and I went, do you know what, I'm going to do this. Now, if I had said to John, who is my mentor, I'm frontline to John, and he's absolutely amazing, but if I had said that to John, you know, he's so supportive, but he would have went, now, you know, because on average probably you bring it up 10, but I know there's other NMDs and IMDs have did that as well, and it's all about that decision. And I went, I am going for this. You know, it was 24, so I was 9 grand 16, 7, and I was like, I am going for this. And I just knew exactly what I needed to bring in. And you know, if I was to listen then of what the chart says, you know, you bring in 3 SSC legs and blah, I didn't have any SSC legs. I didn't have any, you know, I had an SC who was SC over, 2 SCs who were SC over 2 years, and another SC who was in and out who wasn't active, but I had nobody really active. So I literally had to really just push whatever I had from whatever position they were as quick as they could to the next position, because you know the true saying, when we help people get what they want, then we get what we want. And what that created was a massive excitement, because they were coming through, they were getting £80, they were getting the 250s, a lot of them were getting the 330s in the 1 month, and then right away they were getting the senior coordinator. And April, was just absolutely mental, because the momentum was absolutely amazing. And as you rightly say, you know, there is no better time. There is literally no better time. And we just took full, and are taking full advantage of it. And I would just say to anyone that's watching this, you know, no matter what position you're in, know your own power. Know your own power. Like, it doesn't matter who brought you in, or who you've listened to, or who you're watching at the moment on Facebook or Instagram, and you think you're amazing. You're amazing. And once you know your own inner power, you will be able to, you know, replicate that strength to someone else. Because if you're thinking right now, oh my God, but I'm only senior partner, how can I get there by next week? How can I get there in 2 weeks? By making a decision and going to work and doing the do. What do I need to do in those 2 weeks to get me that amount? Who do I need to speak to? And many people, and it needs to be go, 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 go. And whenever you look at anybody that's really, really successful, they don't stop working, because they get that real excitement out of the more people they help. And, you know, in this job, you have to be resilient. You have to take the knockbacks. You have to take the no's, because that's what makes you really, really strong. And when you get to a level that you're really, really strong, then you're able to teach your girls to say, you know, in order for them to become strong, and say, oh, just let it be water off a duck's back, next, go on to the next person. But what this has taught me, and I know I, you know, go off on one. I hope I'm still explaining myself properly. What this has taught me, like in 30 days, you can literally change your business. Like, I'm not even on about a 90-day game plan. I'm on about in 30 days, you can literally skyrocket your business. Now, obviously, the 90 days, you're doing a bit of work, you're getting better. And that's why these 90-day game plans are so successful. Because every time you're getting closer and closer and closer, and you will only see the results at the end of the 90 days. It's not going to be that you see the result in day 10 or day 11. It's only going to be at the end of those 90 days. And you've got to stay with it. You just got to stay resilient, and you've got to stay close to the fire. That would be one of my biggest tips that I could give you. Stay close to the fire. Be mindful who you're listening to. Be mindful who you're around. You know, get around the positivity. Get around the fun. Get around the like-minded, the inspirational people. And if you don't have them around you, go and listen to a podcast. Go and listen to something. Now, I'm not going to, you know, preach as if I listen to podcasts morning, noon, night, and day, because I really don't. I'm really, really lucky that I am, you know, positive and whatever, touch wood, thank God. So whenever I am, you know, when I feel any of my girls going to be a bit low, you know, my cup's full, so I'll give some of my cup to them. And that's, you know, what I like to do. But, you know, not everybody is as lucky as that. Not everybody is around the right type of people, but you need to make that choice. You need to look at your circle, and you need to say, is these people around me getting me closer to my goal? Are they completely taking me away from it? Because really, why are you in this business? Why are you in this business? And I think when you really have a good word with yourself, and you say, why am I in this business? Where do I want to be in 12 months? Right? So where do I want to be in 6 months? So wherever you are in 6 months is going to get you closer to your goal, or is it going to bring you back? So look at all the things that you're doing right now. Look at what you're doing that's preoccupying yourself away from your business. And that's fine. If you don't want to have that dream in 6 months or 12 months, then stop bullshitting yourself. Stop bullshitting yourself and say to yourself, right, mark yourself out of 10 of what you're doing on a daily basis to get you closer to the NMD. Cut out all the middle stuff. Cut out SSC, and I know you have to go step by step by step. I know that to get to the top. But if your main goal is NMD, what do you need to do right now? Think like an NMD. You need to go to work. You need to go to work, and you need to work, and you need to work, and you need to work. And you need to be consistent. You need to turn up. You need to be there every single day, and you need to go to work. And that would be my biggest tip. You know, it's okay coming up to these meetings and listening and writing everything down. If you're not implementing what you're learning, there is no point you turning up just to be a nodding dog. There's absolutely no point. You need to turn up. You need to make a decision with conviction and say, right, I'm going to do this. At the end of this lockdown, I'm going to be SSC, because this is going to bring me two steps closer to NMD. At the end of this lockdown, I'm going to be NMD. At the end of this month, I'm going to be SP, because then I can go on to SC. Always be thinking of the next goal, the next goal. Where maybe last year, you know, I totally wasn't ready for NMD. I totally wasn't, because I would have been afraid all the time about reconfirming and about this and about that. I just get smarter. I worked smarter. I got more professional, and I got way more organized. And, you know, I hope that I'm duplicating that right through my team. I adore the girls I work with. I'm very privileged that I work with the hardest working bunch I've ever met in my life. I'm so privileged that these girls see this vision, and they haven't even been to an event yet. Imagine girls, when these girls go to an event, it gives me goosebumps. You know, before this lockdown, put it like this, girls, I didn't know any of my team. Like I met one girl in a juice bar, and all these girls, I have not met one of them physically, not once. So really, really, really take advantage of this opportunity that we're at home. It's online. Everybody's online. Everybody's scrolling. Please take that as my biggest tip. You know, I was wasting so much time running to coffee shops, doing this, thinking I was training that. You need to find those diamonds. You need to find those diamonds that really just want to say to you, do you know what, Kellyanne? Friggin' give me what I need. Give me all the tools what I need. I'm going to do it. And that's what I have right now.
It's amazing. My phone's going nuts with all my team messaging me like, I'm so pumped, their energy is so amazing. It's so nice to hear your passion, and it is true. Like, the nodding dodge thing doesn't do anything, right? You have to do the work. So let's just talk about that a little bit more. So when you say get to work, what do you mean? Because sometimes I think people want to know, even though we all know the business is, you know, a really simple strategy. People always say, but I want to know what they're doing. What are they? Everyone thinks this is this big secret to success, right? So what are the things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis?
Okay, well, I'll just show you this, okay? So this is literally what I do with every single girl that comes into my team. And I actually just have this in my, girls, please don't laugh at me because I'm so simple. It's, you know, so
it's the triangle. I love this triangle. If I think it's,
yeah. Okay, so that is literally what I do: post, add, and follow up. And in my training group, I have just, you know, the way the business won't work and the way it will work. And the way it won't work is if you're not posting enough, you've nothing to follow up. If you're not adding, you don't have the audience that you want to see on your wall every single day. So it's like this. It is a triangle system, and you go, yeah, but I'm adding, pardon me, and nobody's interacting, pardon me. You need to be doing the three points of the triangle. If you're adding girls of who you want to work with, where would you find those girls? If you're posting the relevant information, you know, if you're posting about your business, if you're posting about the products, but you're also posting about you, you know, you're letting people know you. When you become really relatable, if you're a mum at home and you're showing that you can do this business, you know, what are you showing? Your Facebook, if you imagine your Facebook as a shop window, you know, what time are you opening your shop up at in the morning? Are you leaving it to like 11 or 12 until the babies are down for a snooze? Or are you getting up and saying, right, okay, I'm going to make this work today. I'm going to open my shop at that time in the morning, and I'm going to close it at this time at night. Because the majority of times people will scroll through their Facebook at night time. So anything that you put throughout the day will come together whenever, you know, at the end of the night will come together. That's when the messages will start coming through of what you've posted. But when you are relatable, when you show like what you're working at, how many kids you have, people really, really trust you. So people are giving you their credit card details. They're giving you, you know, and I know now we have the new system where you send over their link, but they're putting their trust in you to buy products for you, to help them on their journey, whether that be their business journey or their health journey. You know, they're literally putting their trust in you. So once you have, you know, visually all what you're doing, whether you're doing a 45-day shred, if you're going live, if you're going this, that, and the other, they feel as if they know you. So whenever you're putting something up, like I'm looking so many girls to do such and such, then these girls are going to want to, you know, come to you, because at the end of the day, they feel, oh, you know what, I really know her. She's really funny. I really like her. She's really this, she's really that. She's 3 kids. If she's 3 kids and she's out working and still doing this job, well, then I can do it. You know, the famous saying that Seddon says, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. And you need just to be becoming relatable and using your shop like almost like a TV. If someone's tuning into you and seeing the same thing over and over again, if you were seeing the same thing over and over again on the TV, just turn it off. So if you think to yourself, right, my Facebook is like a TV, what am I going to do different that's going to attract the right type of people either to buy from me or to join my team? And when you keep it with that wee triangle, the posting, the adding and the following up, you can't really go wrong. Because if you're posting the right type of stuff and you've added the right type of girls, then you're following up with your people. You're following up with the people that want your product, and you're following up with people that want to earn money. And I remember Harriet saying this like last year, you know, and I don't think I've got to that quality yet, but, you know, speak to your Facebook as if, you know, everyone on your Facebook, what, you know, wants exactly what you do. And I definitely don't think everyone on my Facebook would want to see what I'm doing, but they're curious because, you know, they're turning up every day and you're getting different likes and stuff like that. But it genuinely is, you know, people seem to think that there's this big magic formula, and there really, really isn't a magic formula. You know, there is just a simple system that we use that everyone, when they use it, will become successful. And that's truly what I believe, you know, and that is the posting, the adding and the following up. And if you're not doing that, unless you quit, that will be the only way really that you'll fail.
It's so true. I love that triangle. I heard Dan and Harriet share that triangle a good few years ago in a Southampton event, and it just is a really great way of explaining it. And I think, you know, we've always said the business is your shop. And if you had a shop window, you change the mannequins, right? You put a new dress on them. You want to advertise what you have. You wouldn't have the same mannequin over and over again. That's your posting. You would want to draw new people into the business, new customers all the time coming in and out of shop. If you had the same 200 customers coming in every month, you know, your business isn't going to grow. So that's your adding. And then you're following up as your customer service. It's the number one thing in business. If you don't have good customer service, you have absolutely nothing in business. So yeah, the 3 sides of the triangle are so important. And I think, no, I've really started to understand that if I post about Juice Plus, I literally get no interaction. Like when I post my shake, I might get like maybe a couple of comments, but when I post about my kids or my family life and stuff like that, I get so much more interaction. So I know who my audience is now. And I think that's another important thing, you know, people aren't going to follow me for workouts and stuff like that because it's not me. But, you know, mum stuff, I can do that. So I think I've worked out what my audience is, and I'm sure you've worked out exactly what yours is. And I think that's a real, once you know who you're talking to, it makes life a lot easier, right?
Yeah, definitely. And it just, you know, this job is, I know people say, as you say, you know, they're looking, you know, exactly what you do, you know, just as long as you're posting the right type of stuff and you're following up, you know, and you're working on yourself. If you're not working on yourself, it's hard to really think that system's easy. Does that make sense? So if you really, really believe in yourself, that you have this, you're going to have a team and you're going to have this target goal to go for and really, really go for it, then it's easier to get excited about that simple system. Where if you're thinking it's really hard and overthinking it and thinking it's difficult, then it's much harder then to overcome, and you think it's this big mountain when really, really it's not. It's a simple system that we all use. But maybe then, you know, if you are feeling like that, you need to, you know, work on yourself, which I think we all need to do, whether that be, you know, reading books, reading the self-development books, whether that be exercising. I think it's important that we all look after ourselves in this job, because there is so many knockbacks. There is so many people that say to you, you know, that's crap, that's this, that, and the other, and you are going to get that through life. But the more you're in your journey, the more resilient you get as well.
Yes, so true, so true. Okay, well, I don't want to take too much more of your time, because I know you've got business to build. So just for the last 2 minutes, will you just give us your 3 simple top tips to like end this month with a smasher like you have?
Yeah, just 3 top tips would be, make a decision, you know, go all out, make a decision and literally go all out. You know, have a clear vision of where you want to be, and have it like on a board. So if you put it on a board and say, right, I'm going to do this, and break it down. So say you're going for senior partner. So break it down. I need 4 customers that week, 4 customers the next week, and 4 customers the week after. That's if you're doing the senior partner within the 1 month and you've already went partner plus. If you're doing the partner plus and the senior partner, then you need 16, which you can divide it up that way. And just make sure that you're going towards that goal every single week. How many people do you need to speak to? Are you doing, you know, are you sharing the right pictures on your Facebook? Are you going live? Are you doing everything that you can for the customers to build trust in you to get to that next position? So for me, it would be get a vision board, make sure you have your goals, make sure you're being consistent every single day, and really just doing the do, and really just going for it. And I think it's really important that you do just make that decision. I think when you make the decision, you sort of can't really fail, you know, because you don't want to fail, because you've made the decision to yourself, but you've made it with conviction, if that makes sense.
Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming on, sharing with us. There's 480 people on this call, so it's massive. And you've inspired them. Everybody's buzzing. I wish we had the chat, because I know that people would be going, oh my god, this is amazing. So if you felt inspired, just tag Kellyanne in a post, so she knows, because we've obviously not got the chat button, which is really annoying. I'm just going to stop the recording.